keep an overall because I'm, as this will show you, old school enough that I remember when you went to school, you had gym clothes, gym shoes. Remember that? Remember gym shoes? Gym clothes, gym shoes. Then you had your church clothes and church shoes. At least in my family, that's up to you. And I'm gonna flip it over. Okay. So, full disclosure, I've already had these off. If you were to take these off, I purposely overfilled them, but I put these back on to show you. You want to, a lot of people use a screwdriver. I love these little pry bar sets. You can get them anywhere, Harbor Freight, all of them. You add distilled water only. The reason you don't add tap water is if you live in the city, the chlorine and acid it'll damage your battery. Now, like I said, I already filled these with distilled water, but I overfilled them to show you that this is too much. You don't want this. So what I'm going to do is, you should be wearing gloves, of course, because there is acid involved, but it's not like Muratic, where your hands are going to really hurt. You just need to sop it up. Give me just a second. I'll sop it up to get it down to level, and I'll show you where level is. Hang tight. And this is Rusty. This is our 24-year-old farm truck. He's got just under 700,000 miles on the old diesel. Still running good. Seen its better days. It's a hard-working farm truck. It's been all over the world, actually, all over this country. Well, not the world. Canada and America. Hauling RVs for a lot of years, and now it's our farm truck and just kind of running the town truck and stuff. Works great. Coldest AC unit of any of our cars, including our nice fancy ones. Just put a new wastegate on it. If you can see back there in the turbo, that's that shiny part there. That's brand new. And put new valve covers, and these have the should have videoed that. My dad and I did. Put new glow plugs in it, all Motorcraft parts. One thing you don't do with these trucks is get the generic, not with the really important parts anyway. You don't want like a carparts.com generic. Come on! Hoss is getting too far away, and we actually have a wolf on the property right now, so I get nervous if I don't see him. Good boy. He's finding his place to do his boy stuff. So anyway, I'm going to, I'll get the water, show you the water I used, and show you how far you should fill these up. I purposely overfilled these to show you what to do if you overfill them. Again, you should have glove. I wear glasses, so I don't need eyewear, but you should protect your eyes if you don't wear glasses. Hang tight. Spring and summer, so I'm busy doing a lot of the maintenance, getting the tractors up and going, and the trucks. And we have here, we have Rusty. You actually have an old, this is my wife's grandfather's battery charger from probably the early 80s, and my son ran over it, a couple people ran over it, and it still works great. I started noticing that this is cranking pretty slow, and one of the things, this takes 2 batteries because it is a diesel 7.3, and so I'm going to add some distilled water. I'm going to pop this cap off. Try to get that there. Now, a maintenance-free battery will be totally smooth. It won't have these caps. Now, let's see. I'll turn this around. I'm going to watch the meter for this. See, in theory, if you just pull and cool it, maybe I'll even pull a little coolant after I clean this out really well. And you'll be able to tell what it's rated for. This water will not. This water will freeze. How much I want to. I'm just going to let it dump into this compartment here because it's just going to drip down to the quarter or to the fender. Got the water go. I needed a new one of these anyway, so I'm just going to keep this around just for stuff like this. And I've had that thing at least 25 years, this tester. Okay, so that's where you want to be. There's a line you can't see, but you want to be right about at the bottom of the cup as far as your levels. And that's where I am. So now I'm going to do the rest of them. Again, I'm just doing it. I have no idea if this is... I don't think there's that much acid to worry about, but that's pretty good. You want to just... You could even take a little bit more out because you want it mostly to the bottom there. Your battery will actually get too hot if you have too much, which is why I'm saying you don't. You would think, when I was younger, I used to use tap water too and just fill these. That's not what you want to do. You want to use distilled water only. I mean, it's dirt cheap. It's $1.29 at our most expensive local grocery store, Family Fare. So if it's that cheap there, you can probably get it for $1 if you shop at Walmart or something. So I'm going to do them all. You don't have to watch me do them all because that would be extremely boring. But I overfilled it on purpose to show you how you... don't worry, if you overfilled it, you can pull it out. You should use a funnel. Is the best way to fill these, but I'm going to call this good for now. I'm just going to show you how to put these caps back on. As you can see, I got the level now right to the bottom of that. That's where it should be. So I'm line these up. Sometimes they can be a little stubborn going back on. I would just use the opposite end of whatever tool you use, a screwdriver or whatever, and tap that on. Just like that way. Such a good boy. He's waiting at the back door for me to go in the house, get some paper towels. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. He's getting old. So this is not Windex, by the way. This is a degreaser. I just used a Windex bottle for it, and a solo cup. Get some degrease in there so I can clean out the tool that I use to pull the water out of the acid.